the changes. What brought about this great change in Carly?
She's been spending time with them, like, I don't know how long, I didn't say, but
Spending time with them is part of it, but there's an overall deeper reason.
Because she gets to know him now and he's not like suspicious. And she's like trying to meet them.
Yeah, she's definitely, is getting to know them and she's trusting them more. How about her environment? What's her environment like now? Melissa?
She gets that like they're all going through the same thing, like getting like away from their families, and all of them are like all three of them having to get taken away, and Carly understands that all of them are going through the same thing, not just her.
Yeah, they got a lot in common, don't they? They're all kind of in the same boat. That's very true. How about the actual place that they live in? Is it better or worse? What do you guys think?
I think it's better because they treat it better, and like when sometimes when Carly was talking to Harvey, she said you might as well come now so you can see me be abused by Shelly, and he didn't want to.
Yeah, so I mean that's the real reason, you guys, okay? They're in a place now where they're being cared for, okay? So first they were in this place, even though it was with their family, where they were not being cared for, they were being abused, and that really affected their identity. And so now they moved to this foster home, and now we know something about the Masons. We know that this foster parent is what? Good or bad? How are the Masons family? Yeah, they're a nice family, okay? These kids are lucky to wind up with them. So now these kids are in a loving, caring environment. And so their identity has changed once again, okay? So now that they feel safe, some of these scrattiness and suspiciousness and abusiveness has gone away. Now they're becoming like their environment. They live in a caring environment, and they become caring themselves. Okay, how has Harvey changed in this new environment? Let's talk about Harvey's differences. Before he was mad, embarrassed, shy. How is he now? Yeah, we'll get to Thomas J. Let's talk about Harvey stuff. You want to give me one about Thomas J in the beginning? He's kind of the easy one. How was Thomas J in the beginning?
He was really happy.
And it's
And then he's all scared because the house is going to be all taken away.
Yeah, Thomas J wasn't particularly sad living with dementia twins, was he? We could say that Thomas J was happy. Well, what are some of his early traits?
that he talked very loud.
He did talk very loud. Why did he talk so loud?
Because
Go ahead, finish it up.
because the Benson twins they had a problem since they were so old that they had a problem hearing.
Right. Okay, so he was simply living with elderly people who were deaf, so he had to talk loud if he wanted to be heard. Okay? He was a product of his environment. Okay, now let's talk about the boys. Let's talk about how Harvey and Thomas J have both changed. Does Thomas J still exhibit these same behaviors? How has he changed? What's his identity now? So, in some ways, he is sad. Why is he sad? You're very right, because Carly and Harvey, they've improved. They're not as sad as they used to be. But Thomas J, he's gone the other way. Why is he sad? Yeah, his caretakers have broken their hips, but there's another reason.
This is the Benson twins.
He misses the Benson twins, sure. In the back.
He thinks that this is going to be the last time he's going to see the Benson twins.
Yeah, but how about his overall life? Why is he sad?
Because he's forgetting that he has no parents.
Yes. Excellent answer. Okay, guys. He's been sheltered. He's been like tucked away in this little house with these little old ladies for so long. He didn't know what he was missing. Okay? So now he thought that's how everybody lived. Now he's moved in with this nice family with these other kids, and now he's got friends. And he's like determining that he's sad. He's like, oh my gosh, all the stuff I missed out my whole life. Okay, so he's changing it again. Okay? Give me one more change about Harvey, and then we're gonna move on to the next thing. Someone that hasn't answered yet. Leslie, give me a change that Harvey's gone through. Is Harvey still mad, embarrassed, and shy, or has he changed? You know the answer. Go ahead, just say it. Is he still mad at everybody? No, what is he not? What is he? Yeah, he's much happier, right? He's not mad at Carly no more, is he, Leslie? No. Okay. He's getting to know Carly. They're becoming friends. He's much happier than when he arrived. Okay, so we can say that Harvey's definitely, at least we'll put happier. Hey, is he embarrassed about his situation, or did he come as like, what do you think? Emily?
He's not embarrassed anymore, but he's kind of sad because in the story, he wasn't at a base until he got chicken. He didn't, and
Okay, you touched on a good point. It's something that we have to be careful about when we're filling out character traits, okay? For this character to be sad about one event, one little thing that happened in his life for 3 minutes, okay, it's not, you can make a mistake, I'm just telling you so you guys know in the future. For him to be sad that he didn't get Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's not really character, because he's not like that all the time. He was just sad that one day that he did not get Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay? Well, you guys are starting to see, you guys have given me lots of evidence of the changes that these guys have gone from when they started out in an abusive home and the changes that they've gone through now that they're in another. Okay? Last question.
I don't think that Harvey so much embarrassed them because he told Harvey that his father broke his legs when he accidentally turned it in drive.
Okay, thank you, Max. Okay, we'll write down truthful. Okay, Harvey's comfortable enough to be truthful with his friends because in the beginning, was he truthful?
No.
No, he lied about it in the beginning. So now he's more comfortable in his surroundings. Again, more evidence that he's in a good and safe environment. Okay, that's all we have time for today. Thank you. And we're going to move on to our next assignment. Thank you, Mrs. Barefoot.
I scanned the entire room for him. Okay, wave.